So today we're going to be going over the best HSA account you can get started with zero fees and pretty much the simplest way you can go about making sure you have money for any emergencies when it comes to your health. So what we're going to do is hop onto the computer and go over some details for Lively. Now, Lively is an app where you can essentially have it directly on your phone for all your HSA needs. Now, we're going to go over some details here with Lively and then kind of go over some of the information you probably want to know when it comes to possibly switching over to them. Now, getting started with Lively is pretty simple. They have a couple different options for you. As I mentioned, they are an app, so you can actually do this all directly on your phone, which if you want to, I'll have a link in the show notes down below. Makes it really easy for you to go ahead and get started. And it does also support out the channel to continue to provide free content. Now you can do contributions and you can also do a transfer over from maybe an old HSA account that you had. Now with the contributions, you can actually set up recurring or one-time contributions for you with no paperwork needed. You can even do employer contributions, and then you can also link up your bank account. Now, transferring is really easy with Lively. They make it entirely free for you to be able to transfer, as you can see right here. So if you're going through that process, you don't have to worry about any additional costs that come with getting transferred into Lively's account. Now, if you are going through the process and you have some money in your account with Lively and you want to start investing that money because maybe you're not going to need it all right away, they actually do allow you to go ahead and invest that money under the TD Ameritrade, so that way you can invest all that money tax-free, which is fantastic for you. There is no minimum balance that you actually do need to have, so you can get started with $100 or $1,000 if you wanted to. You could fund with one-time sweep or reoccurring transfers, whichever works best for you. And you can also monitor activity directly from your Lively account, so you don't necessarily have to be going back and forth between all these different apps. It'll just go all directly from there, so you can just monitor how it's all doing. Now, of course, as you start utilizing the funds that are in the account, they have a really great way to make sure that you are keeping track of everything. First and foremost, you get this cool little card right over here that makes it easy to distinguish that it is the HSA account. So that goes through and makes it really easy. Of course, you could pay for your medical expenses with your debit card. You could use it at doctor's offices, pharmacies, or qualified providers. You could even add it to your mobile wallet. So if you have like Google Wallet or Apple Pay, you can do that as well. You can add items for reimbursement. So for purchases not made through the Lively HSA debit card, you can actually add the expense to be reimbursed later if you really needed to. And then also right over here, you can see exactly what you're spending on. You can categorize the receipts and review your spending summary all in real time through the app. And you can also track deductible spending in real time, so you can see what you have paid and what remains in your health plan deductible, and also your out-of-pocket cost, right, all from your dashboard, making it really easy to go through. Now, they do also have very easy support, so that way if you have questions right from the app, you can actually go ahead and do live support, so that way you can actually chat with somebody in real time and get questions answered right then and there for you. Now, the nice thing about it as well, too, is that there are no fees entirely. So you can see it right over here as I highlight this. So Lively is entirely for free. Some other companies can be upwards of $26 a year or even more. Even though that doesn't sound like a whole lot, that's still $26 in your pocket as it keeps adding up and building up this HSA account. Now, with Lively, they also make sure that they have no surprised hidden fees. So right here, you can see that it is $0 when it comes to the individual. They are free for individuals and families, like we talked about. They are, of course, also FDIC insured, which is really important to know, and they are also interest bearing on your account. And then, like we talked about earlier, too, they also have a free access to investing if you so chose to go through that path. Now, you might be asking, well, am I qualified to be able to have this HSA account? And Lively does something really nice for you. So if we technically not even have to scroll to the top. So if we actually click here on the Lively logo and go back to the overall main page, we can scroll down about, a third of the way down, and we're going to see this thing that says take a quick quiz asking if you are eligible for an HSA account. So you can answer these questions, yes, no, or not sure. And as you go through that process of answering these questions, it is going to allow you to understand whether you are eligible or not. As this example, I just clicked some random answers here, but right there it says it's not, and you can learn why if you're not eligible. But if you are, it'll take you through the process to be able to open up your account and get everything started. So that way you can go through the process of having your HSA account somewhere very easy, which is right on your phone. You can see everything happening all in real time. And like I mentioned, if you get to a certain amount of money, just sitting in your account, you can start investing it and have that money starting to work for you. So that way down the road, you can start using it for your health expenses. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to have that link in the show notes down below for you. So you can just click on that and get started with this new Lively HSA account. Now, I want you to keep on learning and growing for your financial future. So check out my video right over here to learn how to open up a Roth IRA account. My name is Dennis, and I will see you in that next video.